Yeah, we've always maintained a low profile because that's...
And do that. Something as a personal caution, that I think down the lane we have to be very careful. Let's not fall prey to the pressures or the excitement that might get generated out of a summit of this nature.
Sure.
Because it often, as a marketing strategy, changes the real objective and aim of things with which you began. That will also prove your credibility and perhaps. Now, as an individual, art lover, I think I wouldn't have liked to comment on the Indian art scenario as an artist. I would be taken with a pinch of salt. I hold the view, not only as an Indian artist, but as an academician, having been involved with the dissemination of the larger understanding. Well, now, well, do you know how long? 27 years. I've always felt, when was Indian art not so great? It was always so. Perhaps it's so sad that our own people have not been trained in the fashion that they should have been. And it's our fault. It's no one else's fault. Why is it that until I, as an official person, had joined National Gallery of Modern Art, this was considered to be forbidden area? When I lit this up and facade lit it, people thought that this was the Hyderabad house where your entry was denied. That modern art or contemporary art was that kind of art which you don't understand. Or, now who's going to address that? I think whose responsibility is it? Can we live in Eiffel Towers or Ivory Towers and think for ourselves, I'm great?
Do you feel this sort of a platform is, in a sense, going to capture all those issues?
No, I don't think that, your summit is going to address everything at one go. What I was trying to tell you is that this is the kind of isolation in which contemporary Indian art has evolved. Thank God that today contemporary works of art sell. So whether you're good or bad, everyone sells. Or I'm the only foolish guy because I don't produce, so I don't sell. But the market has pushed people to look at art more seriously, something that they didn't do earlier, and that's not a good situation, ideally speaking. It's always been so, and it shall always be so. But perhaps what I mean to say is that I wish that a larger understanding of the strength of our country, its potential, and why does it make it so strong, could be popularized.
Sure.
In terms of an understanding. And this is something perhaps you should address. And that is the reason why I was more interested in showcasing some of those works at the summit, and perhaps even speak to a large audience, which maybe I won't be able to do. I would have been able to showcase some of those works that they may never have an opportunity to see ever.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So coming back, one last thing. I know I've taken a lot of your time, but then as an individual artist and as a connoisseur, I have something to say. Why do we want outsiders to endorse something that we can consciously conclude by ourselves as our strength? Why do we need that reassurance to our mind? where are we weak at? And why did we need Ben Patterson to come to India and say, hey, really, India is all about fluxus? And we, through our own eyes, could not see it. We had great fun. We called it a revolutionary exhibition, which it was. But it was so in a context. I think this duality and clarity is what I